What's up, my loves? It's your girl, Lovely Angel Lady. I am coming to y'all to finally do an update. This is basically my final thoughts on my AliExpress hair by Fashion Queen Beauty Hair Products Company. Okay, so the hair, as you can see, I have it curled for y'all today. And I actually, when I first reviewed it, I had a wig. Now, I have had it sewn in for almost 2 weeks now. So I'm doing a 1.5 month update. I did wear this hair, y'all, mostly as my everyday hair so that I could really get a feel for the hair and reviewing it for you all. So let's just get into discussing the specifications here. I'm not going to go over everything that I went over in the first video because this is just my final thoughts. And I'm going to try to be pretty quick here. And y'all, no makeup today, just the lips. Just got my lime crying. Velveteen Salem on my lips. But anyhow, as you can see, the hair is curled. I did use my Remington curling wand. See? And the only thing I would say, it's got a little lint on it. The ends of, like, the longer the bundles, the ends tend to be kind of a little more jagged and thin and kind of fragile, you know, kind of fragile. So that's just giving you an example of what they look like. Kind of makes the hair look natural, but at the same time, the ends are more delicate, so they tend to split a little more. But you can't really tell unless, like, I curl it like this. And this is just over time, it gets thinner. The ends were somewhat thin when I received the hair, and it's like the longer the bundle, the thinner the ends. But overall, I do like the hair. It does hold a curl pretty nicely. The texture is just wonderful. And I did begin experiencing like some tangling and shedding, mostly along the back of the nape area. But when this hair needed to be washed and conditioned, you would know. And definitely I knew. And I also did some deep conditioning. Yeah, with the little cream of nature deep conditioning, the little packets. So that tended to help. But I'm right at the tail end right now of this install. Okay, the closure is actually pushed back, so you can't really see. But this is the look here, and that's my hair. And my hair is natural, so I did have to use some edge control. I used the Cream of Nature's brand, and it lays my hair down pretty nicely. So yeah, that might be something that y'all want to check out if you have natural hair and you wear sew-ins. But yeah, it's the same hair, I just removed it from the wig. And okay, so a friend of mine was doing a demo, and so she needed someone to do a demo on, and I was that gal. And so yeah, she did the demo on me, and yeah, I said this hair will be perfect because I need to really, you know, having it installed really allows me to, you know, really see the hair, its full potential, you know, like the pros and cons of this hair. As you can see, it did take color, and I love how I colored, you know, the hair for the roots to be dark. It looks very natural, and I got the look that I wanted, you know, with the ends to just be darker. But yeah, the hair, it did, like I say, begin shedding. And I want to say maybe I wore it for a week and a half, almost 2 weeks before I did my first co-wash, because it wasn't like filthy dirty. I had just recently got it installed. So what I basically did was I just got in the shower and I used, I think it's by Cream of Nature too. I'll have to find it. But I used the co-wash, just their co-wash in the little tube. And it made this hair smell really good. It was pretty moisturized. And so, yeah. And then when it got a little, started getting a little brittle and feeling even drier, the further along that I wore it, I put some silicone mix in it. That comes in a little white jar. I ordered that off of Amazon, and that really, really kind of, gave back some of the sheen, the natural sheen that the hair had when I first received it. But overall, this is some really nice hair. And this is the Virgin Brazilian Body Wave. I really, really like the hair wet, but I do believe that I was sent probably 2 different textures, because one of them was more of a, like maybe a loose curl, and one of them looked body wave. But together, I really liked the way they looked. I mean, I wasn't really tripping. It kind of looked good together. They made it look even more natural, because naturally sometimes people have different wave patterns throughout their hair and so forth. But yeah, I like the look. So I'm just showing you the curls lasted, let's see, from each day. My curls lasted a full day and would have gone on to the next day probably, depending on how I wrapped it up. But some nights I was just plain lazy, just tired, and if I wasn't feeling good and so forth, I would just go to bed. And usually I wear a little satin bonnet. If I put a satin bonnet on, my curls probably would have lasted 2 days. So man, it's not summertime, but I'm in Houston, Texas, and we all know it can get really humid. It's been raining like crazy. 1 minute it's 80 degrees outside in January, and then the next minute it's down to 46 and it's raining. So yeah, so it's doing good with this weather. So I'm very, very happy. The closure is pretty cool. This is just a regular closure, not a silk part closure, not a silk top closure. And you can see the little line right there a little bit, but when I'm not touching it, you can barely see. My hair is natural, kind of covers up the line. And then when I first got the sewn, I actually just put a little bit of concealer right there. So you can also do that as well. But yeah, I would recommend. I would say that it's a go. But the pros are that the hair is the lengths are, it's pretty true as far as to length. Also, the actual texture is beautiful. It does feel like Virgin Brazilian, and looks like Virgin Brazilian. I don't know if the camera can pick up on that. It does take hair color. Other pros, let's see, the sheen, the natural sheen that the hair has. The fact that it does, hold curls, that it can be straightened, that it looks very beautiful, wavy. Cons, it does begin to shed a little bit, and the ends become a little thinner than what they already are when they come. So the ends are a little thin, but you can always order a little bit longer and just kind of trim yourself, and that will handle that, because I would say that the pros definitely outweigh the cons, and that this is some beautiful hair. I would definitely wear this hair again. Yes, and I have some layers, as y'all can see. Those weren't when I did the wig. I didn't have layers like this, but yeah, and I have some here too. Y'all can see that. See? So yeah, so it's layered up here. So the closure is clipped up here. So anyhow, yeah, y'all let me know what you think, and if you have any further questions, let me know. But I wanted to come to you and do a 1.5 month update. I would recommend, if you do wear this hair, to definitely, you could consider sealing your wefts. I usually don't do that, and I still don't even think it's necessary. But you will have some shedding with this hair. But I recommend that you take care of it by putting on a satin bonnet or tying your hair up each night, because it will definitely hold up a lot better. You really just have to take good care of this hair, but I really think it's well worth it. I really like how it holds up and how natural it looks. But yeah, so let me know what y'all think, and yeah, I'll put all of the information below for you in the info bar. And until next time, I'm going to catch you later. Oh, if you're not following me, please go ahead and follow your girl. Make sure you press that subscribe button. And also, if you're not already, I am on Facebook. I do have an Instagram. So make sure that you just check below. The information is always below for you. And I really appreciate you watching. And like I said, you know, if you go ahead and if you're interested in this hair, I will definitely have the link below. And it's a thumbs up. All right. Guess what? Holla. Bye-bye. Lovely angel lady loves ya.